Thank you. Oh, the mic is off. Hello, everyone. Hi. I need the energy. Hi. How's everybody doing? How's the event been? I hope you did enjoy it. Okay, the screen is up. My name is Tomisin, and I'm currently a product designer at Orbit. I've been working at Orbit for about a year and 3 months now. And today, I'm just going to be talking about what we are building, how we are helping communities grow. Before I get started, has anybody heard about Orbit before? Anybody? I mean, I have swags to give out, so please, have it. Hands? Yeah. Please, is there a second mic that I could use? Can I get a second mic? Okay, thank you. So, who there is up there? I want someone to actually talk about what we do right now. Anybody? You guys swag. I have bags. I have hats to give out. So, okay, you want to talk about?
Hello. You said
Ask what of it is.
Orbit is a platform where you can maintain other social platforms in one space. So it's pretty much like a platform where you can have Twitter, Slack, Discord, and other community management platforms, and you can what you call it, manage them within one look compared to watching them from different platforms.
Yeah, that's good. You get one bag and one hat. Meet me after the event. So, what is Orbit? Orbit is a tool for community managers, developer advocates, and companies that have community to understand, grow, and measure their community. So, as we know today, community is becoming a big deal, right? And this is used to capture value and create value for your current users and also community members. Today, a lot of companies run their community on different platforms. We have people using Discord, GitHub for PROs and contributions, LinkedIn and Twitter for like your social channels, and maybe Reddit and some other platforms. The only problem or the challenge is all this data is in silos. So you cannot even understand the journey of your community member together. So like you can't tell how a member moved from just joining your community on the first day to becoming very active in your community and even maybe purchasing your product. Now that's where Orbit steps in. We help you by allowing you to aggregate all this data from all these different sources into one place. So your Discord, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your GitHub, all these different sources, you can have it in one place. And then you can see a full community member's journey. You can see how, when they joined your community for the first time, maybe following you on Twitter, how they became active by engaging with you on Twitter, down to the moment where they become paying customers. Um, so basically, that's what we do at Orbit. And also, you get to uncover like trends and insights about your members that you would typically not find out just having to use the different platforms. So we have a concept called Orbit model that helps with it. Um, for community members, as we all know, community members are like divided into different categories. You have people who are like your advocates. These are people that actually help you sell your community. They have huge reach. They can increase the number of people in your community. You have contributors. These are people that like help with pull requests. They make pull requests to your community. They answer questions on your Discord, on your Slack channel. Then you have people that are just participants and explorers, just starting out their community journey with you. With Orbit model, you can actually understand and see how you can pull people in from the stage of being just a participant to becoming an advocate in your program. This is making use of love, which is how active they are in your community, and reach how they are connected to other community members in your community. Some ways that you can use to move people from participants to like advocate levels is obviously through things like events, like we are here at Oscar, but also things like advocate programs where you have advocates run events, meet people, invite them to become advocates too, and things like that. And all these things is what we try to do with Orbit, which leads me to my conversation today on talking about how to build and manage community programs with Orbit. So I have another question now before I go far. Um, how many people have run community programs for their companies? How many community managers do we have here? Do we have quite a few? Yeah, see hands. Okay. And how many of you have run like a community program for your community, for your company? And can you give me an example? Anybody? I have swags to give out. Nobody? You? Okay, there's someone over there who has a mic. Any mic? No mic. No mic. Can you shout? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So I just want to find out what kind of community program you run for your community or like your company and what the goal of it was. Oh, it was her at the back. Okay, you both are going to respond after you. Go, please.
All right, so I work as the head of quality control for Engineering Career Expo. So the students organization focused on helping students learn technical and soft skills training.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, you guys swag for sure.
All right, so a community manager for a data community, and I'm also a Microsoft community ambassador rather. And I've had events to bring people into tech and to better explain the career path for students in my community.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Please, whoever has answered the question should meet me afterwards so I can give you swags. And then, how many people here have run an advocate program, ambassador program, champion program, anything of that sort for their community or company? Yeah, please. Could you talk a little bit about the challenges of running like programs like this?
So there are a lot of people all over different cities, different universities, different peculiarities. They're hosting events at different times. There's a lot of data. There's a lot of planning involved. There's a lot of information coming. They give feedback forms after every event, and you have to keep track of all of that.
Exactly.
So it's a lot.
It's very time consuming, and that's why we built programs in Orbit to actually streamline the process. So like she mentioned, managing a program or hosting an advocate program for your community would involve you actually communicating and engaging with the people in your program. So you want to ensure that you are keeping an open communication link with them, and you want to ensure that they are engaged, because if they're not engaged, they're going to leave. So of course, for every program, it starts with the basic phase of an application and vetting. Today, people make use of things like forms, like Google Form, Typeform, and all those different kinds of forms to gather information about people that want to be members of their program. And afterwards, they want to vet this member. You definitely don't want anybody to become your advocate. You want to make sure that there are people that are active in your community. So how do you do that? Today, people have to go on Google, find out who the member is, go on LinkedIn, find out who the member is, and all these different platforms. But with Orbit, because we have all your community member information in one place, you can actually see a bigger view of who your member is without actually moving from one place to the other. So can you see my screen? Yeah. So I'm going to start by submitting a form. I'm going to act like I'm the person applying to be an advocate here. And let me just... The form doesn't look too good, but I'm also not a developer here, so I'm just going to fill in my information. Note, I'm only filling in basic information like my last name, my first name, my email, and country. And I'm going to submit this form. Because I've connected this form to Orbit, I can go into Orbit programs and see that, oops. Ooh. My internet went off. Give me a minute. Oops. Okay, I'm just going to keep talking and just worry less about this. So let's just focus more on the slides. So on the slides, you can actually see that Omar is a member that applies to be part of their advocate program. The screen is not so good, but because we have information about your different community, you can see that Omar is very active on Discord, top 10%. Omar is very active on LinkedIn and also very active on your product. Of course, this person is going to be a great advocate for your program. You're going to go ahead and accept this member into your program. The next step after this involves you onboarding Omar into your program. To onboard Omar into your program today involves you obviously communicating with Omar. A lot of back and forth emails, 1, 2, 3, 4 emails to make sure that Omar has everything he needs to be a successful member of your program. But we've streamlined the step that all you need to do is provide an onboarding wizard for Omar to onboard into the program. So here you can see that on the left, this is the onboarding checklist that Omar sees. And on the right, this is not clear, but it actually shows how Omar goes through the onboarding checklist. So every move that Omar makes on the checklist is actually evident on the program app. And then, therefore, community programs managers are aware of how their different program members are being onboarded into their program. The great thing about this is if a member has stopped halfway, that is they're stuck or they're having issues, you can literally reach out to help. And after this, you have the final step of nurturing. Nurturing is the biggest step. This is where you have all the activities flowing in. You have different activities on different platforms, Discord, Slack, whatever you use to manage your community programs and whatever you use to manage your advocates. And like she said, it's very hard to keep track of it. But we actually provide it for you in just one view. So this page has everything about the activities that program members are currently involved in. You can communicate with them over here by sending out emails if they are not moving as fast as you want them to or they're having issues. And also you can see how other collaborators in your space are actively moving through the project. So what we're trying to do at Orbit here is make it very seamless for any community manager, any company to run programs. Programs can be a very hectic and time-consuming process, and we're planning to make it as simple as possible. If you're interested in joining, you can actually sign up right now for access by going to orbit.love/champions. And that comes to the end of my speech. So I'm just going to say thank you now. And obviously, you can follow me up at Tomigbot on Twitter and Orbit at OrbitModel. I still have swags to give out. So I don't want anybody to rush. The first 5 people that finds me for the rest of this event gets a swag. Thank you.